Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, let me get it right. Let me get it right. Happy Women's Day. Happy Women's Day to all the women. You know, the country folks say all the women's. Happy Women's Day. To all the women's, good morning. Welcome to Monday's edition of Morning Music and Motivation with James. Super excited to have you guys on. I'm super excited to be alive and well and thriving, and I got a good breakfast this morning. I left my eating utensil. I don't even want to tell y'all. I just don't understand why I do the things I do. Like, how did you leave your eating utensil? Like, y'all don't know nothing about this country eating. Y'all talking, see, y'all, it's people on here looking at me like, oh no, the devil. You better know about that country living, okay? Y'all don't know about it. Get with it. It's the country living for me. It's the country living for me. Good morning. I am excited for you guys. It's a marvelous Monday, a motivational Monday, a make it happen Monday. I'm just excited about life. Shout out to all the women. Shout out to everybody that's doing their things or trying to do their thing or out here grinding and making it happen. Let me tell you something. Oh, shout out to y'all. I have not taken my Gola gummy. Can we see? So, you know, y'all know what time it is. We got to do that. I do that every morning. Sometimes I already take it before I get on, and they kind of I left them in the car, so y'all don't judge me. They're a little cold. My God, they taste so good. Anyway, I don't want to ramble this morning. I am headed to work. Super excited about the future, and y'all know on Motivational Mondays I always come on and I'm talking. I'm trying to give you some encouraging words to not only get through your day but to get through the week. Because let me tell you something. There are days I sit in my bed. I can't talk this morning. Like, what is really going on? I sit in my bed and I be like. And you know, and you just think like the decisions you've made, like, why did you make those decisions? But I just always remind people that everything happens for a reason. Even the decisions that you made that you felt like were not your best decisions are shaping you to be who you are. Look, I believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe that God allows us to go through whatever we're going through so that we can be better for whatever that's next for us. You know, maybe there was a moment in your life when you needed a little bit of this to get it out your system so that you can go back and get yourself together and be like, you know what, this ain't what I'm about to this ain't. So you're just gonna walk out in the road, y'all can imagine what I be seeing in the morning. But anyway, maybe he was like, you know what, I'm gonna let you go through this right here so that you can get this on out your system, or I'm gonna let you do this right here. Even though I know I might be talking gibberish to somebody, but for those who understand me, stick with me. It might be something that, Lord, he done ran out of gas. Jesus. It might be to the point where you're like, why did I have to do that? Or why did I do that? Or why am I going through this? Trust me, we don't know what it's for or why, or man, half of his gas gonna be on the ground. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. My God. Anyway, you don't know why at the time, but just know. Okay. Oh yeah. Just know that everything happens for a reason. I am literally a person where I feel like every step has created who I am, why I am, and what I do, what I do. Like let me tell you something. Lord knows I ain't perfect. Like, but I tell y'all, it's some things that be happening, and I'm not even a perfect person. Like, Lord knows that I've made mistakes. I don't do right. And I try my best to be upfront about mine. If I do something bad, or if I'm negative, if I do something negative, I'm going to let you know it wasn't right. I apologize. I've never been that guy that says, you know what, it wasn't right, but this is how I do. Or I ain't never been that guy that goes like, it is what it is. Like, I feel like always sit back and reflect on what you've done, or your life, or who you are, so that you can make sure that you're a better person, not for anybody else, but for yourself. Like, freak everybody else. Like, what about you? Like, and then if you think you're your perfect self, great. But I ain't perfect. I have to analyze what I do, because there are times that I do things that's out of order, and I just be like, whatever. You cannot do that. You don't know how many times I want to go to somebody who is over me or of a higher state and be like, you know what, forget you, I ain't got time. You cannot do that. No matter how bad I want to do it, ain't right. Or how many times I just want to be like, you know what, forget this. I'm over this. I'm done. I cannot do stuff like that. Like, it's a... And once you invest your time, your energy in a job, in a person, in life, and you feel like you've wasted that, that's tough. But you have to pick up the pieces, keep going, because guess what? It's more to come in the future. Now, let me tell you something. Is it easy to do anything like moving on? Like, an example, I'm moving from my job. It's very difficult for me. Like, I think I make it look better than it is, but it's difficult. I've been there 8 years. No, 9. Going on 9 years. The end of this year will be year 9 for me. If you've been in a space for 9 years, could you imagine how hard it is? Let me tell you something. If I've been in a space for 2 or 3 months, it's hard for me to move from it. So, because I just get comfortable very quickly. Something that about me that I cannot stand. I get comfortable very quickly, which is very unfortunate, because when you get comfortable in anything too quickly, that's when you start having issues, because when it ends up not being how or what you think it is, then you like, oh my God, it's like panic attack. Man, please. That's life. I don't know, every time I drink some of this water, it's like, my God. Anyway, you got to know when it's okay to say okay to you. Like, I'm gonna be all right. It's okay. It's okay. I know that didn't happen the way that I wanted it to happen. It really didn't. It really didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. And I mean, literally, you have to keep telling yourself that you're gonna be all right. People don't know that The power of life and death lives in your tongue. And so when you are sitting here, you know, they say make affirmations. You're sitting here and you're talking, you're telling yourself, I don't know how many times have I told myself, like, God, why me? Why me? You know, you're sitting there complaining. And I mean, there was one day I was like in tears. Like, I mean, y'all, I was in the room like, what is wrong with me? I mean, crying. Like, my emotions are everywhere. I'm like, God, why me? Why I got to go through this? And then you almost ask the question, you know, you almost thinking like God is going like, why not you? Like, are you not strong enough for this? Like, have I not equipped you? Like, you don't know your purpose? Like, I'm like, okay, God, okay. Y'all, I didn't tell y'all to share this video. Please, ma'am and please, sir. This truck trying to run me off the road. Y'all keep me in prayer. Share and like this video, please. If you ain't did it already, come on in the room. Share. Your boy's looking like Men in Black today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why we're wearing Men in Black attire today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Just keep me in prayer. I don't know. My mama, you know, this how you know my mom. You know my mama's shady. Okay, like she's funny shady though. That's where I get it from. One of my friends, Mike, he says, that's where you get it from. Yeah, my mom's low key, like naturally shady, like funny shady though. She's like, oh, you dressing up today? Like, girl, I know I don't dress up every day at work. No, I don't. And she's like, I know she watching. And then she be like, oh, you dressed up one time this week, 2 times. And she did give me 2. She gave me 2, and then she thought I said 1, and I'm like, no, it was 3 times last week. I'm trying to do better. The struggle with that is real. Again, motivation. You motivate yourself to do better. Excuse me, y'all. Allergies. Help me, Father. Where's the Zyrtec? But you got to start motivating yourself. And then I was saying earlier, life and death is in the power of your tongue. So I started speaking positive things, and that helped change my life too. Do I do it regularly? Do I do it consistently like I should? Absolutely not. That's why I was in the room boo-hooing. Okay, but we're not talking about perfection, and we're not talking about me being the example for you. I know some of you say, oh, people look up to you and blah, blah, blah. That's great. Okay, I don't know why we're doing that. No, I'm just but no, literally, I'm like, I don't need to be nobody's example. But at the end of the day, if I am, I'm gonna show you that despite what I go through, I'm not gonna stay down. If I fall, if something happens and I just fall, you know, I'm not a person that stays defeated. You know, no. I ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to say that any differently, but I'm not built like that. I don't know what it is to stay in that place. Like, I know what it's like to be in that place, but to stay in there, and I'm not even gonna say how long I stay in there, because there are times I stay in there a little longer than I would like. But I don't stay there because I know there's other stuff for me to be doing. Like, James, if you stay there, you're not going to be worrying about your music. James, if you stay there, how will you make these calls with these executives? And there's these music executives. James, if you stay there, how will you work on your educational career? James, if you stay there, how will you work on your brand and your marketing and what you have going on? Sometimes those things you become so engulfed in it that you begin to neglect what your purpose is. Like, what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, why I'm here. What am I doing? They're talking on the radio right now. I'm listening to it. It was like people think single is being lonely. And, you know, and that's not true. That's true for some people. I definitely thought like that for a long time. And still sometimes I think like that, but that's not an appropriate way to think. And it's not that. And there are people out here that's thriving. And then here's the thing. You can't focus on that and not focus on bettering you. Like, you have to make yourself happy with who you are and what you're doing and what you got going on before you can add anything. Before you can add anything, before you can add a person, before you can add another friend, before you can add, because guess what? You be sitting around here looking for happiness in everybody else except for yourself. And guess what? When those people are not there, you're going to be unhappy. Because all of the happiness resides in them. All the happiness resides in what you do with them. All the happiness resides in the relationships with them. And then you, when they're gone, you're sitting there going like, what the heck? How am I going to survive? Like, who am I going to talk to? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Baby, let me tell you something. You were somebody before them, and you have to continue being somebody. No matter how hard it is. Like, well, you better pick up them pieces and keep it moving. I mean, like, example, my mama, like, she just lost her husband. Like, how do you pick up the pieces? It's my dad. How do you pick up the pieces and continue to move on? You lose somebody, you lose a loved one. How did I survive before them? Even if I've survived 30-something years with them in my life, 40 years with them in my life, how do I survive after that? Because guess what? I was surviving before them. Do I know what it looks like? No. It was so long ago, who knows? But you better learn how to survive. What Jesse just said, I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give. I mean, y'all, those are affirmations. Like, you want to play around and just say it's a song. Man, I'll be listening to the lyrics. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. That's enough right there for me. I don't even got to sing the rest. I've already said I'm gonna work harder and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna work harder and I'm gonna make it. Why? Because I'm a survivor. We're not out here. And I mean, listen, sometimes we don't tell people it's okay to have that moment. I said that last week. It's okay to have the moment. Where I have the issue is that you stay in that moment and you never get out of it. It's not okay for me. It's okay to have the moment because, I mean, how many times have we had moments? How many times are you going to have moments? How many times are you going to be like, you know what? This is a lot for me. But do we stay in that moment? Do we stay in that place of darkness? Thank you, everybody, for your comments. I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you guys after I get off. I love y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with me, starting your morning with me every morning. Please share this video. Somebody may need to hear it. And I'm not saying that to be so nobody can like me or so I can be seen. When I tell y'all, I'm really doing. I started this last week because I was going through and I wanted to be able to help somebody. Because God told me, like, use what you're going through to help somebody else. And so this was what he gave me. I literally woke up at like 4 a.m. in the morning and he was like, morning music and motivation with James. And I was like, what is that? Like, what? Morning motivation. And I literally got up then and made the logo and everything. Like, I'm not lying. Like, I literally was up at 4. It might have been earlier than that. It might have been 2 or 3. I don't recall. But I remember waking up in the middle of the night. It was a quiet, a hush. How the old people say? The old folks say it was a hush over the over the building. We woke up and was like, God was like, use what you're going through to bless somebody else. And I was like, well, how am I gonna do that? And he was like, and I mean, literally that title. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I didn't make that up. I don't even know if it's catchy. Like, I don't know what it is. It might not even make sense, but that's what he gave me, so I used it. So please, ladies and gentlemen, don't think that I'm trying to share this video, because I really want to be a blessing to somebody. And I don't want to be too deep, because there are people who, I remember my pastor said something, who's about to make me I always get emotional every morning. My pastor, Judge Jordan, I don't know if he's ever gonna watch these videos. He's my Facebook friend. But he said, he was talking about the 2 different people in the church, right? He's like the spiritual folk, who know Jesus is gonna do this, and then the people are like, ooh, I just came to the church, you scared me, it's a little too much, you want me to, I was that person that would go to church, not that saying that my church, I was in church, with my mom and parents and stuff. I went to Macedonia AME church, but when I started going to different churches, I was like, ooh, they doing a little much. And it scared me. Like, people were so deep that I felt like they had they were super, super duper spiritual, which is, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it, but when you're not used to that and you don't know that, it was too much for me. Like, I literally ran away from the church because I was like, oh my God, they doing too much. Like, it scared me. Like, this was like to the person who don't know, or I don't want to say the non-believer, but to the person who don't know that side of spirituality, they're going like, this is like some voodoo crap. Like, what is this? This is too much. And it looks, so I want to appeal to the person who, I want to appeal to all people, but I definitely want to appeal, I don't want to scare away the people who are going, look, I'm just a regular Joe. I don't really, I know God, like I know of God, and listen, I'm just trying to get my life together, and then we're going to get them to the next level. But let's start here. Let's start here with making the declaration that I'm not going to stay where I am. I'm going to do better. I'm going to get out of this place. I'm going to start speaking over my life. I'm going to start speaking positive affirmations. I'm going to start saying I will be great. I am. No, not I will. I am great. Because let's go ahead and speed that up. Because sometimes we say I will, and then you're like, well, when? No, I am great. Like, you already great. You just cannot, you just don't feel like it yet because you're not in that headspace. But the more you say it, the more you speak it, the more you speak over your life, the more you start believing it. And then the more you start believing it, the more you start walking in it. And the more you start walking in it, the more successful you'll become. But some of us don't even take that first step, and that's the hard part. Again, it's okay to have moments. Don't stay in them. Don't stay in them. Especially, like I always say, those negative moments. Don't stay in those things, y'all. Don't do it. It's some foolery. It'll have you stuck somewhere in a corner, and you'll be like, well, my God. Like, really though? Why am I in this space? Who be there? Me. Who done been through that? Me. I'm not here to act like I'm perfect. Just was there the other week. That's why I started Morning Music and Motivation with James. Because I was going through. How do I get through this? How do I make this happen? How do I keep going? How do I not lose it? How do I not, what is it? How do I not go cuckoo? Y'all did everything in the world wrong. Wrong. Everybody want to talk about everything they did right. That's all people worry about. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I won this award. And listen, I won an award this weekend, and Lord knows I'm grateful. Was it this weekend? Yeah, it was Saturday. For most inspirational gospel artist. Did y'all hear that? Most inspirational, me? Child. Woo! Shout out to them. Thank you so much. But when I tell you, I was grateful, but in the same time, on that same day, I was having a moment like, I need to get this together. Like, I need to find me. Like, get me. Where's James? Where's James? People think that it's all about your accolade. And I mean, literally, there are people that all they talk about is what they done did. Oh, I done did this, and I got this, and I did this, and this happened to me. Child, I be thinking the opposite. Like, did you see what happened? And I know we're supposed to speak positive. I'm here. That's what I just talked about. But in my mind, I'm telling y'all, I'm be thinking like the opposite. And I be like, no, that's not it. So I have to learn, and I have to fight myself and make sure that I'm speaking affirmations over my life, because I be sitting there myself going like, oh my gosh, what is really going on right now? And then before you know it, you're like, wait, you're having a moment. Get out of that. And thank God for my friends, no lie, and my mama, because trust, and God, y'all know God is, I don't even got to say that. Y'all already know he doing his thing. Please, prayer changes things. You better ask somebody. It's sure enough do, okay? But when I tell you, like me, I'm like sitting here going, thank God for Humble Singer. Thank God for Shauna Harris. Thank God for, I hate to be calling names, my mama. Thank God for even friends that I don't talk to daily. They just check on me. Y'all, do you know what checking on your friends means? Check on your strong friends. People out here struggling, you don't even know. Like, if you see a change in them, if you see a change in the post that they post on social media, that's me. You want to know what I'm going through? Look at my post. If you see, just check on them. Hey, how you doing? Just want to say hey. Or, hey, hope everything's well. How you doing? Or, hey, it's your boy. Just checking on you. Hey, this your sis. What's up? I know we ain't got to talk every day. No. But check on your friends. People are out here having real life struggles. We are still in a pandemic, even though they're giving out COVID shots. That ain't stopping people from getting COVID. It just helps you try to not be on the ventilator and die. I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm saying check on your friends. Outside of a pandemic, people were going through before that. And then we're still trying to act like everything is okay. Yeah, my food probably cold, and I don't even know what I did with my mask. But I'm having a real life conversation with real life people on morning music and motivation with James. Because let me tell you something. If we don't keep it real over here, ain't nobody trying to keep it real. People don't want to talk about this stuff. And let me tell you something. This is my platform, and I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And nobody going to tell me how to do it. And this is what I want to talk about, and this is what God told me to give you, and I'm going to give it to you straight and to the point. Get yourself up and keep going. Like, y'all, I'm there. What I'm saying to y'all, I'm saying to myself. Don't stay in that place. Keep going. One of my friends texted me and they said, James, are you really okay? And I'm like, girl, yeah, I am. And I'm saying this, like, speaking it, like, as I'm saying it, I'm thinking, like, are you okay? Like, are you really okay, James? Like, check on your friends. But in the same moment, I'm speaking to myself as well. Like, are you okay? And then I'm going, yeah, you fine, boy. You better get it together. You know you good. And then I'm engulfing myself on, you got things to do. You got, don't become busy to the point where you can't heal at the same time. And so I'm not trying to be too busy that I don't give myself time. So when I get ready, if I'm in my space, I do this. I go home and I encourage people throughout the day. I work, and then I go home and I have me time. Like, I have a moment for me. Like, I be like, you know what, James? This is what we're gonna do to heal. This is what we're gonna. You better take some time and get you together, because some people just think you can just, if you can just pick up the piece and keep going, great. That ain't my life. I don't have that story. But I do have a story that I am going to keep going, and I am going to make it, and I am great, and I will be okay, and it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Trust, and that's on period. That's on Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a couple of little lambs. That's for real. So I want to encourage you guys, continue to be great, continue to be amazing. It's a marvelous motivational Monday. I'm so excited. I get to do motivational moments with my students today, and I'm gonna find me a nice dope video to encourage them. And I think we're gonna even have like a class discussion today. We don't normally do that all the time. Every now and again I'll do that. I'm kind of feeling that today. But go out, be amazing. Don't you let nobody mess up your day. Y'all know what I always say. Don't let nobody do it. Don't let nobody get in your space. Don't let nobody have the power. And I'm saying that, but I know we still allow it. But no, more and more you tell yourself, don't let nobody mess up my day. Don't let nobody come in my space and disrupt your happiness, your peace, your joy, your love that you're used to giving people. Don't mess that up. Don't let nobody mess it up. Go out, be great, be amazing, be the kings and queens that God created you to be, and make this day amazing. Make this day amazing, and we'll see you the next time, tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, same platform. Y'all know how to find me. I love y'all. For real. If y'all want to talk to me, inbox me. If you want to talk to me, message me. If you want to talk to me, text me. I would say call me, but you probably have to call me later because I'm about to go to work. But you can definitely text me, or message me, or inbox me. I love y'all. I'm an open book. Y'all already know. I'm a platform where you can reach out to me. I'm not one of them guys that you can't even talk to. I don't have all that back and woods. I am the one that's on my platform and in my messenger. Okay, I love y'all. Be blessed. Until next time, keep your head up. And I love you. And don't let nobody mess up your day. And that's on Mary had a couple of little lambs. Y'all be great.